Well, hey YouTube, coming at you live, not from the front seat, but from the room I'm currently staying in. So, some thoughts. This is like therapy for me. So, and I'm real, I'm an honest person because I have learned over my 34 years of life that, like, why lie? I mean, really, you just waste your time and everybody else's. And honestly, I see people every day teaching their kids to lie. And it's terrible because, their children are punished for telling the truth. But then they learn that if they just don't tell their parents something, or if they lie about it and their parents don't find out, then they don't get in trouble. Good job, parents. You're teaching your kids how to lie. Yeah. Some people may like what I have to say, some people may not like or agree, and that's totally cool. I like to see things from both sides and try to remain as unbiased as possible because I think you can learn something from everybody, what to do or what not to, and for every action, there's a reaction. So, and like I said, sometimes I just need someone to talk to, even if it's myself. Luckily, I have a pup named Maracus, and I talk to him all the time so people don't think I'm this crazy. But that's the purpose of this, just therapy, and hopefully it helps somebody who may be going through the same thing or just can relate in some one way or another. So if you're going to be haters, go ahead and just exit out and don't bother to leave your comments because I don't really respond to anything hateful. If you don't like what I have to say, just don't watch. And if you do, then I hope it helps. I'm all about constructive criticism that I can take, but I'm not all about the hate. I get enough of that, just being me. And also, it's a way for me to get my story out there because the past 2.5, 3 years, there's been a lot of rumors and a lot of people running their mouth about me, but not to my face. And I'm not the type to sit there and feel the need to, defend myself. But at this point, I do because, I have never been a shiesty person. I have never been the type of person that takes things from people or lies to them or treats them poorly. I'm the type of person that just tries to help. I have a big heart, and anybody I've worked with, went to school with, friends, I'm sure would all say the same thing. So it kind of boggles my mind that people, my family is so fucking, well, I don't call them my family anymore because they're relatives. The reason they're relatives is because they're relative. They knew I was down here in New Mexico with a psycho, and, not one of them picked up the phone, sent me a Facebook message, wrote me an email, checked to see if I was still alive. They run their mouths about shit that they don't know about because they haven't talked to me. But, yeah, pretty fucking disappointing. So they made themselves relatively relative. But I wouldn't call them family. Family is who you choose. Like on the day-to-day, who's there for you, you're there for them, you want to be in each other's lives, have each other's back, no matter how they act. And you're loyal to a point and not to a fault. Meaning if they're doing something stupid, you call them out on their bullshit before they get themselves in trouble or hurt, right? That's being loyal. So loyal to a point, not to a fault. I say that all the time. It's very important. Anyway, I kind of go off on tangents. I'm like ADHD like fuck. Just because, and that's another reason why this helps and it's kind of therapy for me, because like what I'm struggling to deal with on any particular day, when I say it out loud to y'all, you know, or go off on my tangents, it, you know, separates things for me. It's hard to explain, but it just helps to hear out loud sometimes. I don't know. I think mainly I just want my babies to know that I want them to know the truth. And I don't want to bash their dad. I just want their dad to be happy. I hate that he feels the need to bash me or tell lies about me. And not give my kids the daily messages that I leave. Because apparently it's harassment to call and want to say goodnight to your kids every night. I honestly think he's just a punk who hasn't grown up, and he's setting a bad example for my kids. But I ain't gonna drag his ass into court or the cops over to his pad or anything like that, because we're both adults. And when you're an adult, you should be able to work any problem out between yourself and whatever other adult is involved, right? You shouldn't need your girl, like, hitting people up for you. You shouldn't, like, need to use your children like pawns. You should be able to just talk to the other adults and work shit out. That's the example that I want to set for my children. And words will never be able to describe how extremely painful the separation has been on them and me. And even if I'm not with them or can't talk to them, I know it's painful for them because I feel it. I'm their mom. I know them. I know exactly who they are. Yeah. The most beautiful heart and souls. Hearts and souls. And for when you guys see this, not a second goes by that I don't think of you, that I don't have you in my heart. And we're always together every second of every day, no matter time, distance, or space. I put that everything I do, every decision I make, the way that I act, the people I try to help, it's all because I want this world to be a better place for you to grow. You're my reason for life. You're both the reason that Mama won't give up. No matter what gets thrown my way, I get back up. Because I wouldn't want you two to give up on life. And I won't either. I put that I love you past the moon and stars, straight back to your hearts.